afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another yoga studio. I am Kat, if you haven't joined me before, and welcome to our little intro or explanation about the twist. So thank you for joining me. So very quickly then, a twist is a great exercise or stretch to take because it works or open can stretch through the shoulders, spine, the hips, as well as through the abdominal area. So it stimulates and massages all the organs in the trunk area. So it can be done on a chair, on the mat, lying down. You can do it standing. So it's a very easy one to fit in whenever you feel you need it. So we're going to just start off with a seated one, and this is an option that you can do on a chair or sitting on the floor. So I'm going to start on a chair. If you sit on a floor, it might be with a cushion underneath you, and you just take the legs wherever you feel you can so that they're comfortable and they don't get in the way of the twist. If you're on the chair, we're just going to take the knees in front of the hips. Make sure you're far enough away from the back of the chair that you've actually got room to move. Obviously, if you're leaning up against it, you haven't got quite so far to go. We just relax the shoulders, sit nice and tall. So imagine a golden thread is pulling you up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. And then as you breathe out, twist to one side. So if you have the chair behind you, you could hook over the back of the arm. And then breathe in, come back into the middle. Breathe out, take it the other way. So the important part with the twist is that you move through the trunk area. Once you've got the belly and the chest as far around as you go, then you can have a little look over the shoulder and you get a little stretch and movement through the neck. Come back into the center and then take it the other way. So you could move with the breathing. Inhale maybe when you get there, and then breathe out, take it the other way. Breathe in and then breathe out. Move to the other direction. Or you could actually stay with the twist and hold for a few breaths. And then come back the other way. So it always helps just sometimes if you breathe out as you twist out to the side, because it just allows the body a little bit of space to release and move rather than filling that trunk area with the breath. Come back into the center, and then you can take it as many times as you want and hold for as long as you want in your twist. So again, we can do it on the standing, exactly the same thing, moving from side to side. Maybe you want to turn it into a little bit more of a freer movement. You could move the legs a little bit so that you can twist more easily without pulling through the knees. Allow the arms to swing. And then of course we were sitting on the floor. Again, use a cushion if this feels more comfortable. Cross the legs, take the legs out in front of you. And then we just try to bring the arms around. Maybe you're hooking onto the thigh, and you try and bring the fingers round behind you so that you're giving yourself that little bit of support. Again, taking care to move through the trunk area. Finally, if we kind of come down, we can do it lying on the floor. So we can lie down on the mat, keep a bend, or the mat, or the floor, wherever you are, keep a bend in the knees. And then you can open your arms out to the side. See if you can relax and press the arms as best you can into the floor. Breathe out, bring the knees together and roll around to the side one way. Maybe pause as you breathe in and then breathe out. Gently squeeze the belly button into the spine and roll the other way. Breathe into the center maybe, breathe out, roll to the side. You can let the head move. So as the knees go one way, the head go the other. When we lie on the floor, we tend to twist the head away from the knees. So sometimes it can be useful to have a cushion or something for support in your twist. It may be, particularly you'll notice this sometimes if you're lying on the floor, it might be that as you come round, your knees don't touch the floor. So if you want to hold your twist, you can put a little bit of cushioning in underneath,
Or maybe if one knee comes all the way down but the other knee doesn't want to follow, we can put the cushion in between the knees. And the other thing you might find is that perhaps the knees come down but the arm's lifting, and if you want to hold the twist again, you can just put some support in underneath the arm so that you've not got your arm feeling like it's hanging in the air. And then just hold and breathe. Maybe trying to breathe for 10 breaths. So you allow the muscles and the fascia in the body to stretch. And then when you're ready, just bring it round to the other side. Maybe again, you want the cushions between the knees for this side. You might find that one side with the arms and the legs is very different to the other. But we're still focusing on getting that stretch through the chest and through the belly. You might perhaps notice if you're lying on the floor, you get a little bit more stretch through the hips as well as the chest, because it gives them a little bit more chance to move, to open, to stretch and release. And then you just come back into the middle when you're ready. So that is a little introduction to the twist and how and where you can, all the different options that you have for twisting. So it's a really great one to do to open the chest, to get that area, that trunk area, including the hips and the shoulders, moving and stretching without really taking up much space or a huge amount of time. I hope you enjoyed that, and it gave you a little bit more information on how the best to get the most you can get out of that simple little movement. And hit the subscribe button now so you can join me for some longer, bigger flows and classes in the future. All right, take care now. Bye.